That's the stream deck.
Quit playing.
And I'm vlogging it too. Gas showed up. What's happening?
Yeah.
No one doesn't sound too sure about that.
He's so mad.
He's about to drive a car at 4:30.
Yo, welcome back. I don't know what happened to my sister, but she just disappeared. Either way, this is episode 42 of the Anything and Everything podcast. I'm your host, Ralph. I'm here with co-host Mark and Zoe. Moan has some personal business to tend, so he won't be here today. We do have a couple of a special guest. It's going to help us with today's topic. She goes by Miss Smoking Stroke. I don't know if you want me to say your name. Or would you like to give us a little intro? Okay, so this is Deja, but I'm going to let you go ahead and give us an intro on who you are.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Guys. Thanks for having me today. I am Miss Smoking Stroke, a.k.a. Deja. I am a bedroom candy consultant in Detroit, and I also host smoke and paint events where I feed you, we hang out, we vibe really close, and get live BK posts. So guys a few of our products, and you guys can test them out yourself and try out the swings and the activities, and so yes.
Okay.
I also have to come up Friday, April 21st. So if you want to be interested or want to know more, follow me at Bedroom Candy by Deja on Instagram and Facebook.
And at the end of the show, I'll make sure I drop those things in the comments and on our Facebook page and our YouTube page and Twitter as well. And a lot of you already know who the other young lady is, my sister Alicia. She's been on a few shows. She's also a bedroom consultant and sex coach. You know what I'm saying? It's
They're close.
Yeah, well, listen, it just very weird. Okay, we're talking about sex. Anyway, but let's hop right into some of what we usually do. We haven't been on in 3 weeks. This will be week 3. The ladies went first, beginning of April, and last week we had Easter Sunday, so we didn't want to crowd anybody's day with the Any and Everything podcast. So we are back. Sorry for the break. Hopefully you missed us. We missed you guys for sure. We're going to talk about our normal, what we do this week. You know what I'm saying? How do things go this week? Mark.
Oh, it was wild, man. I had a good time this weekend. Well, this weekend. You know what I mean? I was just collectively doing things, getting my job and stuff in order. So That's about it. Work, and more work. And redirecting this room. So,
I see you to move some things around, bro.
Yeah, it's still going. It's still going. You're gonna see some blank spots, but it's all going around, man. Lights and all that shit about to be added. So
that's what's up. Young Zoe. You don't mute my guy here. Let me help you out. I can't help you out because only you can unmute your mic. All right. Well then I'll go. Got a pretty normal week. I am single dad this week. The wife went out of town and left me here solo with the kids. She's gonna be gone for the entire week. So one and only holding it down for the week. Both of my babies, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna head to the beach and have a little relaxation, you know what I'm saying? Next weekend. But other than that, my week has been normal, man. Like you said, just work, trying to get things moving, trying to get things in place, always trying to make the next day the better day. Zoe, we got you back, Brody.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead.
How was your week, Brody?
This week was pretty crazy. I kind of
on April, last Sunday, my son challenged me to a race, and my dumb ass, ran too fast without stretching and tore my quad. So woohoo! It hurts. Teaching my son that he ain't nowhere near my level cost me. But it
But
is
did
what it
you
is.
battle?
No, I'm good. You know what I'm
And
saying?
the lesson was learned.
You see the flex? You see the flex?
Yeah, and the lesson was
Okay,
learned.
we good. So but other than that, just work, and feeling good, dog. Feeling good. Every day finding new reasons to smile. So
That's what's up. That's the way it should be. Ladies, anything y'all want to talk about that popped off this week for y'all?
I've been going through a lot lately. I'll go. I did some
Talk to
self-care
us.
this week.
hey guys.
I did some self-care this week. I got away from everything. I just kind of shut everything out. Went and found me a quiet little spot and did some self-care. Massage and got a little pampering, got a pedicure, and so
Good.
I needed it.
Having self-care is very important all day, every day. You feel
It
me?
definitely is.
What about you, Miss Strokes?
Yes. Okay. So I realized that I like painting, so doing a Miss Smoke and Stroke thing. This is the 3rd annual Smoke and Stroke event. So I don't know if I can show some art. We've been drawing.
That's fine with me.
I can.
You got a really good artist right here in the middle, Mark. The man's got mad talent.
You ready?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Design tattoos, all that stuff.
All right. I don't know what I can show because they're a little explicit.
They're like X-rated.
They are
We don't
X-rated.
care.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's YouTube. I mean, we kind of should care because it's YouTube. I mean, pussy coming across the whole screen, it might shut it down.
We can't even show these, but I
say cancel it. I think that's exactly what was about to come across the screen.
Oh wow. Okay, maybe I didn't realize how deep that could have gone.
Yeah.
I guess I probably should have read that dealing with what you do.
On YouTube.
Draw. That point being, I can draw, and I really like it. It's really therapeutic. Like self-care is really, really good, and it mentally, like you just want to just write whatever, like not even words. You just really want to just scribble and write, and it really does express it and come out to be something that makes you feel like, wow, a little bit better, and not brain eyes on it. Where do I put it at? Let me store it away. I love it. Like it's been pretty good.
Art is very therapeutic. I agree. You know what I'm saying? That was something
Me
that
too.
I used to do to try to relax my mind. Problem is I'm sort of a perfectionist, so I get irritated after a while. And I'm like, damn, this is not exactly what I had in my head.
Yeah.
But I've learned that if I get close enough to it, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That guy right there in the middle, once again, somebody to help me realize that. He was doing art a lot longer than me. But he was like, yo, the picture's fine. Sometimes you just gotta let it roll and roll what you got. And it's a pretty big
And
thing.
that's how you get better anyway.
Facts.
Trial and error.
All right. So on today's topic, which will help you understand another reason why we have the ladies here. Zoe picked the topic. We've done the sex talk before. Mark had a good point. We sort of hit on this situation, but not completely in this matter. And the title being, how do you show interest and get things started? So how do you initiate intercourse with that person you're trying to have intercourse with? Now it's different than bagging somebody, right? You don't really care how it happens as long as it happens. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a situation where it needs to be more than just, I'm out here like Pokemon, I'm trying to catch them all. You know what I'm saying? You need to come more correct. You can't just be out here like, yo, drop them, let's get it in. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that you have to add in between making the situation happen, right?
Drop down, get your ego on, girl.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Back in high school, you know what I'm saying? Early college, we're like, yo, I'm at the club. And it's like, if you come into the crib with me, 9 times out of 10, we have the same mindset. So, it's not a lot that needs to be said. But when you're in a relationship, especially long-term relationships, you can't hit them with the same thing every time. It gets a little boring. And then one day you just it's a lot of friction where it shouldn't be friction. Let's put it that way, right? So this is why we have two of our sex coaches here, and also able to get a lady's perspective on this as well, because it's another thing we didn't have in our past episode. We didn't have a perspective coming from the other side. We just came from where we were as far as, bagging the next chick back in the day. All right. With that being said, like I said, Zoe picked the top. Well, I don't know. Is he frozen? Zoe. Okay. He's moving.
He moving a little bit.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead and head off the conversation real quick. Once again, like I said before, I'm like only pops in the house, only parent in the house right now. Here's some noises, and I can be like Kevin Hart and tell him to better get out that toilet. So right,
get out that toilet.
Right back. A second, but I'm gonna let it
pretty well.
For a quick second. You feel me?
Yeah,
You're right
ahead.
back.
All right. So one of the things that I was thinking about, for example, I've been in a relationship the majority of my life. When it comes to bagging women, really never had a problem. Bagging women, as we call it, I've never had a problem with that because I've been in relationships the majority of my life. Literally, was married, half my life, etc. So the conversation came up, and it was actually one of my stats on Facebook that I started out with. Was how can you tell when a woman is interested in sex? Like, for example, women are they're just into the topic as we are. Actually, probably more so, especially at our age. But one of the things that we as men don't know are some of the signs. So I wanted to bring up the topic. What are some of the signs that women give to show that they are interested in taking it to that level? So, ladies, I'm gonna give you the floor.
I'll chime in with my perspective. You guys are always ready. I don't think we have to work as hard because you guys are pretty easy. But there's definitely things we can do to kind of, put it out there. But I think you guys have to work way harder for us than we do for you guys. If we slightly mention it, a little wink, a sexy panty.
Facts.
Y'all always ready.
You ain't got to say much. The wind blows in the wrong way.
Look in your eyes.
To even turn that around on an angle, I've actually had female friends tell me sometimes the more we say can fuck us out of not fucking. So, that's another way of turning it. I had one woman told me, hey, I thought about fucking you when I saw you across the bar. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. But she told me 90% of the time a woman will see herself with you sexually before you open your mouth. It's the more you speak where that shit starts to digress. If you start saying some ignorant shit and you're talking about your money bankroll, sometimes that might dry the coochie. It's gonna dry the coochie. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to stay away from that. It might dry the coochie. So a lot of times, just shut the fuck up and just present yourself as so. You know what I'm saying? That actually win in a lot of cases.
Oh my God.
When it comes to bagging, like you said, you can't really say it was hard for you to bag because you were married and stuff like that. I get that. And that sense of that conversation, you can't fall into how to bag because in that case, you wasn't really in the field to be bagging bitches because, like you said, you was married and you was in these relationships, which is great. Unfortunately, for a lot of people, when we are at these clubs or whatever, and we out here trying to bag and we out here, in the single life, what they say, that is where the complication come in. Because I can't lie. Sometimes the shit might fly over my head. I know the shit might fly right over my head where somebody might be digging me and I might be oblivious to it. Matter of fact, Ralph would tell me, Mark, you dumb as fuck. And I'd be looking like, what the fuck I do? And he's like, it's what you didn't do. And then I feel dumb. So
that's what Gab does for me. Gab be doing the same shit.
That's how it is. I hate to say it. Like you said, it's harder for us guys. It is. It really is. But it's hard for us because we can't read certain things that y'all probably project that you might think we see, but we're not noticing those things.
Yeah.
So in that aspect,
I feel like that's probably what we should. It would have been a better topic. How to help us realize when somebody fucking flirting with us? Because sometimes,
well, I mean, it's not even so much about a topic. We can still feed off that. Like we said, how
we
do
can
you
feed
show
off that
interest?
along? Yeah, because I'm not gonna make another topic.
I mean, we can go that route. You know what I'm saying? Because that's definitely something that shit. I still be dumb as fuck about.
How can you women give us the direction of when y'all flirting with us or just being nice?
Or just wanting us to smash? Because let me tell you, there's some of y'all that actually just like us, want us for that situation.
I mean,
we don't know. And look, and them be the ones. Them be the ones who be like, you know what? I'm gonna start actually taking females serious. And I'm gonna make a relationship out of this.
Don't get us in the dark. Don't say it like that.
There's no help. There is no
I'm just
help.
saying.
I don't think that there's no help more that we can help guys in, like, except for being more direct. Like, we can, or we can show y'all by putting on lingerie, right? Y'all see that. We can, scoot our butts back and stuff like that. Y'all feel that. But little stuff like just rubbing or massaging on you, or just like looking a little sexy without the lingerie, it's like y'all don't pinpoint it. So we have to actually say it, like, we have to voice exactly how we need it or how we want it, or do you see it, or are you ready? Like, we can even start it up by texting y'all, before, but leading it up, like, building it up so he know, all right, I'm feeling it today, keep the mood going, and I keep the vibe feeling, because
I do like
y'all are very like oblivious for sure.
But now listen to me. I like what you just said. I love that. But I guess in my aspect, it's coming from, I guess, both perspectives. Because I know you can't just wear no sexy lingerie and you out with the girls and I see you. I don't know what you got on. I don't
talking about random women. You talking relationships. He's talking random women he met.
Both directions. Because if you're with your spouse, if you are with a spouse, if you're with a significant other, sometimes, nigga, sometimes you just know you with your spouse. She might throw it. When you're in the bed, you might feel a little ass against your thigh.
That's the part where we don't get to be oblivious, though, right? That's a dead giveaway. You get the butt scoop.
It's very dead giveaway.
You get the rub it.
Listen, it's a dead giveaway. But if I'm just
massage y'all, we hoping y'all touch us. We ready.
Yeah.
Wrong.
But see,
like bulls, right?
Like not even in a relationship, right? If you're out at a bar, right? Like you said, like a girl to say, I just wanted to have sex with you, and more and more y'all talk, it might decline, but it's from the looks. Like, really, that's just really what it is. If she's looking at you so hard, and nowadays I think it's really hard for y'all. I'm in a relationship, and honestly, I don't know what more guys can do. But before, it was easy. Before I got in a relationship, like, I was the type of girl to actually go up to a guy, so it was kind of weird. Like, I would go up to them and tell them, like, you look nice. Like, I like the way you look, and then we'll figure it out from there. Like, if I'm carrying on the conversation, you must know that I must be into you. Like, if I'm small shorting the conversation, back up. Come on, like, it's cool. We carry on conversation. We might even touch your arm or something. Like, sometimes guys be having to know when we were single, we was
maybe the eye contact too.
It'd be the
that's a problem though, because for us it's not the like, she's looking at me and I'm like, hey, let's talk. If you looking at me and you give me that, I'm like, oh, I'm already at 50%. I'm at 50% already. I hope you want 100.
That's why we say y'all easy. It doesn't take much.
So when you get to the room, wherever you take her, when it's time to get her there, now you don't just get in there, because we probably only at 30, maybe 20, because you look good. He look good, but
I'm at 100% the whole time.
See if he can rub the engine up when we get there, because now we know what's going on in the bed. Like, y'all ready, right? Now let's see if you can get us ready.
All foot on gas.
Especially if I don't know you, we single, we know what we about to do, but let's see if you really know what we about
to do.
I'm
confused. So you was at the club. We talking like club scene. You at the club. Y'all went home together, and now you still want him to rev up your engine?
Because
he a whole stranger.
Listen, this stranger has got antimonium in his pants.
You try to see what's on Netflix. That's what you done.
I got this thing on full-fledged steel at this point. If you in my car, the only thing in my head is like, okay, I'm gonna start off this way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to show.
Hey, I'm not even thinking about the road at the time. I'm not thinking about the road at all. I'm thinking about
what you gotta go. She might pull the Bible on your ass. Then what you gonna do?
Right.
Y'all
like
putting
weirdo.
really good words in her ear at the club so that y'all think she just dripping wet. Like when y'all get home, it's time. Like we already know what we about to do.
Damn.
But y'all
I
put
don't know
y'all
about this
put in that
life.
much.
It's not my
See,
area of
but-
I
expertise.
needed that game back
But
then.
it
I
goes
don't need it
back.
now. But if I had
It
that
goes
game
back
then, let
to
me
the
talk to you.
question
Oh,
at
you
hand.
soaking?
How do we know?
Drip, drip, drip.
You
Like,
know, but y'all,
What is it?
the
Because we don't know
eyes,
if you
right?
dripping with
We
unless
know we
you
about to get
Superman.
ready to go. It's really no other way to tell until we get to the house. We don't know each other, right? Being single, right? Single, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. We don't know. We know we into you. We know you look good. If it's showing through the sweats, then we know it might be busting. So okay, we
It's
know
gonna
that
be showing.
we be in for the ride, But
Right.
when we get ready
What
to
up,
go
though?
home, we need to see like if it really is, because sometimes it really does not. We don't know until we get there. Like it look good, it might be big, but can you work it? Like the words was hitting. Okay, he talking some.
Now wait a minute.
But y'all not gonna know until we get there. Like we want to do it. We know she cool with it. Y'all not gonna know until we get there and know when you're putting it down. Like it's trial and error. Like you get into it and you know. Like other
Okay,
than
but here's the other thing too, though, right? So
Mm.
you like, oh, I see it through the sweats. I know it's gonna be busting, or you hope so. You got a massive one, but you know how to work it. Y'all thinking about way too much.
We have to because if we don't,
Because
guess what?
because if once we get in, if you don't like it, guess what? I'm gonna get mine.
So guys also need to stop thinking like that. Just because you bust shut up or be like, I fucked her. She also fucked
It cannot be one.
Now,
So you don't care if she
Now,
get
wait.
hers or not?
That's not the conversation
Now,
you're
this
trying to
is-
have.
You cannot just slide past that.
this is
Yeah.
this is back then. This was
Yeah, back
random
then.
at
Yeah.
the club.
Okay.
You know, stranger, something new, right?
Yeah.
Hell no, I
Okay.
can't go in that direction with the wife. Now,
Right.
I'd be
Okay.
lying if I didn't say it wasn't like that sometimes.
I don't know, man. I got an
Sometimes.
ego.
I don't like selfish sex.
I don't like.
And I hear you, but if it's,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
I got to make sure I leave a mark.
when
Yeah,
listen,
like it's supposed to be your goal to
time,
take care of her, and it's her goal to take care of you.
and
You know what I'm
I
saying?
Don't
agree.
just treat me like I'm
I
just here
agree.
for you to get a nut.
But there's situations.
Right,
Okay?
about to say,
Even
depending
if I
on the
pop off,
situation.
you gonna still get
There's
one.
there's
Don't care. You
situations,
gonna
right?
walk away.
Because and once again, I agree with you, but it may not be through intercourse. Like if I
Right.
get mine, then I may go ahead and do some extra things after the fact to make sure you get yours.
Man, it
Right?
depends.
But I prefer I love that feeling when she goes and then I at the same time or close to each other. But
Mhm.
if I hit you with like, damn, I ain't slept in the last 3 days. I'm really tired. My back is hurting. It's like I got something for that. Once I hit that finish line, you're not getting more than maybe 20 to 30 seconds before I'm knocked the fuck out. Not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna roll over and pass the hell out. it's gonna be a done
So
deal.
that means
Motherfucker be
you
like,
need to
"Hey."
guarantee she get hers before you get yours. Y'all can't do the same time
And
because
that's
you ain't gonna be working nothing afterwards. So she
I
gotta
just,
get hers
that's how I
first.
operate. That's how I operate. I just make sure they get theirs first. Then we can finish it.
Well, hey, listen, that this was some fun.
I never
Oh,
finished
Lord.
first.
If you're
Oh, here
single
you
and you're
go.
doing
Hey,
this,
Hey, why didn't you hop in this podcast? I want to know that.
It's
What'd you say?
first.
that single, right? Like you can't do that in a single rim, right? Because if you do that in a single rim, then you know for sure. Then now
You
you
want me to
know
add you to the same vessel?
for sure.
And you're right. I mean, once again, like I said, it's very few and far between, right?
Mhm.
Every now and then, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you ain't first, you last. But for the most part, I'm not going into it for that. I want us both to enjoy the situation. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's also kind of weird sometimes. I mean, been doing this for a long time. Sometimes I don't know what to do or what to say. Like, don't get me wrong. I know if I do a good back massage, 9 times out of 10, I'm getting in the door.
Yeah.
But to me, it becomes repetitive. So, you
Not
know,
just to you, to her too.
exactly.
Like sometimes in a long relationship, we feel like you're assigned vagina. It's not even like something happened to spark intercourse between us. It's not a mood. It's not a vibe. You horny and I'm the assigned cooch. Like that don't work for us. That's the biggest way to start a drought.
See, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes and some things. You know what I'm saying? But and once again, though, and I hear you on that, right? So it's about the different ways to spark that interest, and what do you do differently? Because, like I said, if I'm not 100% sure that she's down for this tonight, right?
Yeah.
Surefire way usually. We go get the massaging oils. I'm going to get your back massage, loose you up, and slide on in. You know what I'm saying? But there are other ways.
I think with a lot of women, like no woman is exactly the same. I think with a lot of women, we start before we even get to the bedroom. Like you can't piss us off all day and then expect sex at night. It just doesn't work like that. Like you got to plant seeds early. You got to make her want you. 9 times out of 10, she exhausted going to bed, and now you're dick in her face. You're turning it into a chore. Right. You know what I mean? So now giving you head or giving you pooch is something else on my list of things to do today. Versus it being an energy between us, and we both are here and ready to do some things together.
A chore. One, let's just talk about if that shit was a chore. That shit would be fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Before you go to bed, you better work this week.
Don't forget.
Don't you forget. Don't make me have to wake you up early in the morning for you to get this done.
And even though it's not that literal, though, sometimes that's how it feels. That's how it feels when it's just happening with no seeds planted beforehand. You know, no energy.
That whole seed conversation that you're bringing up right now. What type of seeds are you speaking of? Like, so let's be literal and let's be a little bit more descriptive. Let's say you both, it's been a couple weeks, haven't had anything. You guys are busy. I'm a busy motherfucker. Like I work about 50 to 60 hours a week. I train about 5-6 people. That's another 6 hours. I work myself. That's another fucking 6 hours. So we talking about 72 hours out. Then I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a busy person. So with that being said, I don't look at sex as a chore. I look at it as something that it helps unwind with and that makes that connection with the person that I'm with. So so that's the way I'm viewing it. So yes, I'm tired. Yes, I didn't did this. Yes, I didn't get this around the house. I didn't clean this. I didn't went and did all this other shit. But to me, it's not a chore. To me, it's a way that we're going to spend our time. We're going to bond real quick. And now we having that time together, and it actually relaxes me, makes me feel good. And I'm hoping it does the same for you. So where is it that we can see that the difference between both of our views, because we're both tired.
Right.
So what difference or how can we sit here and relay that message that, hey, this is relaxing for me. But at the same time,
have the same language.
But in that
y'all gotta have the same language in that case. Like if you and your spouse have to have that same language, because to you might look at it as this is me connecting. And then to her, she might look at it like, well, this shit feels like a chore.
Or connecting for me is the text throughout the day, the checking in, the looking out for me, taking something off my plate. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the connecting for me. Right. So you do that all day. Yeah, I'm coming to bed ready. You know,
if y'all got the same language, you ain't got to worry about shit. Because like with me, you know, to me, and I hate to say it, I am more into my spouse with communication. Like that's me. If we can't bond in a conversation, I don't want to fuck you. I don't go out and get somebody to do that. But if we can have a great conversation where it's just like, hey, I'm just checking to make sure you slept well. I'm just making sure, did you eat today? How was your sleep? Just conversations like that. I'll be more turned on than she just coming in the room like, yeah, come get this ass. Cause I'm like, bitch, you ain't spoken to me all day. But I mean, I'm not.
You sound like us, Mark. You sound like us.
Mark, I totally agree with you. No, like I totally
gotta be a lingo.
Never thought that'd happen, but I totally agree with you on that. Like for real.
Not me.
Break it down then, bro.
Come on.
All I'm saying is, if she say, "Come get this ass," I'm on the way.
I mean,
of course you are.
From the text message,
I'm just using this for the scenario.
You don't need no connection.
Listen, whether there's a text message or somebody yells from the top of the steps downstairs, by the time
or it's a bad signal, on the air.
I'm at least 75% ready to go.
right there in the fucking ear. Like,
He's on the way.
If there's a smoke signal that looks like intercourse, I promise you, I'm on my way. Now, is there a connection in there? Absolutely, because I can't say that I would get that way for anyone else. I feel that way towards my spouse. So yeah, I'm always ready to go for her.
But Mark, are you talking about your spouse? Were you talking about in a spouse situation?
I was just talking in the general conversation of how the language is, because Zoe was basically saying that, how do you get there? Because to him, that's his way of connection.
Yeah.
Right.
He had a busy day, and that's his way he want to connect. If he has somebody and they're like, oh, I got a busy day, and my way of connecting is cuddling at night, then of course they're going to collide.
That's what Alex said in the comments. It's all about that person's love language.
Yeah, there you go.
So bringing her favorite candy bar home with you or something like those, that might be the seed for her. For me, doing the dishes after I cook dinner, that'll be the perfect way to slide in. But it depends on that person cater to their love language throughout the day, not just when you're ready to smash.
Now, that is the big part right there. You have to know your partner's love
You gotta
language.
know your person.
You do.
Because
you gotta know your person.
My love language is different from my wife's, and I understand that. And she understands me. So with mine being physical touch, you know what I'm saying, and hers not being so much a physical touch, I know me walking up on her behind her, let me give you a hug. Oh, she's ready. No, it's gonna take more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take not the acts of service.
Yeah.
Right. So, like you said, doing the or helping clean up the house because she's doing it all by herself because she's working from home. So, and I get that, but you have to know your partner's love language.
I think it's natural to love people. Like, it's a natural mistake to make to love people in your love language, but we have to consciously make sure we're loving them in their love language. They're supposed to love you in yours.
Exactly.
Not how you want to give off love. Like,
there
I tell you I love you, but I need to be able to feel it in a way that I need to feel it. Like, I know you love me, but can you show me the way that I need to be shown how I know to see love? Like, this is how I see love, not in a toxic way, because some people definitely be doing it in that way, and it's like, that's not it, guys. But in a way that that this person really does care for you, that works.
Yes. I'm just like Alex. She said she come home to a clean house. She ready. I'm telling you, I have no idea.
That was so much energy.
Sexiest thing in the world, okay?
What you want me to do?
And then, like I said, it all depends on the person too, man. I had a girl tell me one time she wanted to be told to sit down. In my mind, I don't want a kid. I don't want no little ass kid. I don't want to have to tell you to sit down for you to get turned on. Like, what the fuck is that? But that was her language. So I had to accept, is this how I want to talk, or is this something I want to? And you got to literally be like, you know what? I'm good. But that was her thing. I want a nigga to tell me to sit down. And I'm like, well, bitch, I don't want no kids.
Did she mean like tell her to sit down and you handle what she was handling?
No, like she want to go like okay, for prime
like
example.
Like an or dime something.
I'm using an example that she did give me. She wanted to go out with the girls. I'm like, shit, go ahead, have fun. I'm chilling. She actually got upset, like, well, you don't want me to stay home? No. Why would I? If you want to go out, go have a good time. I don't want you to feel like I'm a ball and chain. Go enjoy your goddamn self, and I'll be home when you get here if I decide to stay home. So with her interaction, with her saying that, it was an example of, I want a man to tell me to sit down. No, you don't want a man to tell you that. You want a nigga to be in control of you. And I'm not cut to
or
be
maybe she wanted like a guy that cares. Like, you're not gonna say, oh, babe, I ain't seen you all week. You ain't gonna spend no time with me. Maybe she was looking for some type of care from you.
I mean, I get that, but at the same token, if you wanted a guy to care, if we ain't seen each other all week, nigga, why you planning to go out with the girl?
Stay home.
I'm too old.
Because if you don't care, she's like, cool, I'm gonna slide out.
I don't want to play them. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, that's where we're at.
I don't want to play them.
I don't want to play them. I got a PlayStation 5. I got a controller. It vibrates.
I can play all the games I want to play. I don't need to play.
Nigga in the head. I don't want to come home and my girlfriend is on random attack, and I got to figure this shit out all goddamn day.
Oh God!
And that goes back to
you need to be more
direct.
I mean,
what is that?
We can interpret anything that you guys are saying or doing in something totally different than what you mean it, and that's the hard part about having these signals because we don't know. And that goes exactly what Marcus was saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looking at it this way, and she wanted him to say sit down. But then again, you come with a different perspective of why she might have said that. It's so many different little fucking layers that go along with one motherfucking
You
damn.
sound so frustrated with
Yeah,
it.
Like an onion.
Who hurt you?
But
Who hurt
you gotta sit down. You gotta
blink twice.
Everybody
and
hurts.
help.
voice that. Like
I'm so passionate nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
No, and you're right. Voice it though, right?
Voice it.
The one thing is that you didn't understand where she was coming from, and like Zoe just said, there's multiple different ways you could have taken it.
Yes,
and I think the hard part for us is that we're worried to address it and ask the blatant question because we don't want to get into an altercation over something that we feel is so stupid and small. You know what I'm saying?
To you guys, because it may be big and really and
right
to our heart.
Right. No, and that's a fact.
You hit a nerve.
That's a fact. That's a fact because, like I said, I've been in that situation before where I was worried about saying something because I didn't want to start an argument. And my wife was like, "Yo, shit, we gonna argue. It's a part of being married. It happens. It's like there's no fairy tale, right? Nobody's happy 110% of the time. Nobody doesn't make mistakes. I mean, and don't get me wrong, she's my fairy tale queen too. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's my everything. However, it's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I don't know.
What I heard in y'all examples though, their communication has to happen on both ways, right? So with Mark's girl, she's saying, if you want me, I need to. With Mark's example, with his example, she's saying, if you want me, I need to hear that you want me, you know. And you saying, go with your friends if you want to go with your friends. Stay with me if you want to stay with me. Like, y'all are talking about two different things, honestly.
Yeah, but she's also not sounding like she's expressing what you just said. She's like, you don't want me to, vice versa, saying, I want you to beg for me to stay home, but I might go out, but I just want to feel like you love me, but I'm still go out. But she should have said.
That's just like when women already made up their fucking mind or something, and they be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What you think? Well, you know what? You worked 40 hours this week, plus you did some of this. Why don't you just chill for the night? Oh, I'm going anyway, but I just want to know your opinion. So why the fuck you ask me?
That right there, that's facts.
It's no point.
Listen, that is facts. Don't.
Quick as y'all accept that we run things and just roll with it, the happier y'all will be.
But see, and that's a problem. That is a
no, because some of us are wrong. Okay,
it's a deep problem.
I felt bad when he was explaining it. I'm like, that definitely sounds like something I would have said.
We in the lose before y'all even walked in the room.
and that's the other thing, right? It doesn't matter how many questions we ask or where we think it may go. At the end of the day, we really don't have no control over that shit. If we say, yo, I really like
Amanda
I hope
you wanna
I was hoping you stay at the house tonight. Yeah, well, I ain't been out with the girls though, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Okay.
But listen, if you bring that energy, that correct energy, because even though we go into it with the plan, we already got our answer and our mind made up, you can definitely shift some things around if you bring the correct energy.
And I guess that's the energy we don't know which one to bring because we don't know where that's going to end up, right? We can bring like, no, motherfucker. I said you stay home. You stay home with me.
That's not
some chicks. Some chicks like that.
Wrong answer. That ain't it.
This nigga, why does he look like he about to die?
God, no, what is going on, man?
Like a bad picture of it. It was like a bad obituary picture. What?
A bad obituary. That's terrible.
But seriously, I mean, some chicks like that aggressive shit. And then sometimes, and to be perfectly honest, it ain't even about us knowing like, oh, you know what, y'all run this shit. It's like, it's not worth the argument. I don't. It's not that serious. Like, I want to give you the option to stay home. If you say no,
you flip that shit on them. You flip that shit on them.
I can be very motherfucking petty.
But then
there will be a time petty is never the answer.
But
it's not. But then not realizing when I say I would like for you to stay home, and you say no, that's never really the answer. But when it comes my turn. Well, I really like you to stay home. No.
That's
Okay.
what I mean. Bring the
Go with
energy.
your
If you
friends.
just
I hope you
say,
have fun.
All right.
if you just say, I want you to stay home,
They come home at night.
and that get hit, that's not the energy.
Why?
But give her some
Why are we
energy.
here?
I was
Went the other
looking for
way.
Baby,
because
I want you to
Why
stay
are
home.
we
Of course, I
here?
want you to stay home, baby. I just want to.
I was thinking we could do this and
watch a
this.
movie all night, but I think you should go out and hang out with your girls. But when you get back, baby.
Nah, I ain't say all that. Now, see,
But
now
that's what you should.
Now I'm
that's what
giving
you're
you
saying.
exactly
that's
what you
it
want.
sound like. You know, that's like, oh, he at home waiting on me. All right, girl, I got to go. My man waiting on me. Vice versa. You know, he's.
That may stop you from staying out as long, but you still left. If I ask you to stay home, and you're like, oh, God, I can't wait to get back home, but I'm still leaving though. By the way, don't get too excited.
And that's my whole point.
Leaving the house.
That's my whole point. Because how'd I sit there and be like, no, I don't want you to go. I think you stay home with me. I would like, to me, I would feel like a fucking jerk. Like I would feel like
you would sound like one to me.
I feel like
that's
a jerk.
exactly
like,
why
I
we
want you to
usually
stay
just
home.
like,
and then y'all say it's how we like, and I hate to say this. I'm sorry, ladies. I know y'all here. It's like walking on thin fucking ice because you got to choose everything you say correctly, and then you got to have the posture, the right clothes. You got to have your teeth brushed. You got to have your goddamn car washed, the nice shoes. You got to have all this on before you tell a woman, "No, I don't think that's a good idea." Because if you say it wrong, guess what? You look like a dickhead. See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but don't be a dickhead.
It got to be the right tone.
It got to be the right everything. It got to be the.
We're really not that difficult, y'all.
But now you're seeing, where we all fall into place, right? We don't know how to combat, taking a situation that y'all really want to do because we want to spend time without us feeling like we're assholes about it. Because, and I'm not gonna just say because we don't want to piss y'all off, but because when it comes our turn, we don't want this shit to happen to us.
Does it have to be A or Z? Like, there's so many things in between. So, like, if you don't want to come off as an asshole, don't be an asshole.
Yeah,
but we don't.
It's very simple.
But that's the thing. The problem is that we don't look at it as being an asshole.
Communicate with your spouse.
Genuine.
Like, just be genuine.
Even being genuine feels like we're being an asshole because we're stopping you from doing
in the back of your head, you're being an asshole.
Okay. Look, prime example. When I told her go ahead and have a good time, she labeled me as an asshole because I was telling her enjoy her freedom. But I didn't say anything like, oh yeah, go ahead, enjoy it with your girls. Don't worry about me. I didn't do none of that shit. I just said, go ahead. I'll be here chilling, don't worry about it. But she turned my narrative as I didn't give a shit about her well-being because I wasn't an asshole. And told her
she was an asshole. That's what that was.
Yeah, she does sound a little too difficult.
She was an asshole.
The wrong example.
But weird as fuck.
Go off. I can't.
Thank God that's over.
I'm sorry.
Spicy bitch. But other than that,
extra spicy.
I'll be right back.
Extra spicy.
Aside from all of that though, but those are the situations that we unfortunately get into where we were like we're kind of against the wall where it's like, do I need to what do I do? Because
why are you interpreting your only option of saying that she can't go or that she should go is being an asshole?
Well, that's
like why is that the only option? Why can't you say, well, go ahead, babe, I was looking forward to some time together, but if you want to go out, I'll be here when you get home.
That's an
that's
asshole move.
That don't cross the mind. The mind is, hey honey, I'm about to go out with the girls.
But that's an asshole move.
Go ahead and have a good time.
Baby, I will. Of course, I want you to stay here, baby. Of course, I want you to be here with me, baby. I want you to cuddle, but I also think you should go out and enjoy yourself. But baby, when you get back,
I'll
be here with you. Like
it sounds like she didn't really want to go. I can't see
it. Never go that way.
You sound like a difficult girl, but she didn't really want to go out. She just wanted you to say you wanted her.
Yeah, sometimes girls just want to feel what I just said. Like they just want to feel that. Like, thank you. Like, oh, I can't wait to come back. Like, I'm gonna go have a little fun. I'm not gonna be out too late now. Like, I'm coming home. Like, I didn't got the best of both worlds, and so will you. Now your night about to go dumb. Like,
that's right.
So we hope.
So we hope. I did today. Enjoy your freedom, bitch. See, like if I came off like that, then I would have been
enjoy your freedom.
Because if I would have felt like that, I probably would have got ass that night. Go ahead, enjoy your freedom, bitch. And then
Give
she was
us
like,
free.
"Woo!" And then
It's
I
an
don't know what
emphasis
would
on the
happen
dish
with
for me.
I don't know
But
what would
I
happen
think
with
she's
that.
trying to communicate to you her love language. So maybe this particular time you messed up, but so the next time the opportunity presents itself, are you
Be an
still gonna
asshole.
say, "Go with your friends, have fun,
Well, no,
like
now
enjoy
it's
your
different.
freedom"?
Thank God. No, now it's different.
But I'm
We don't
talking about
play
with the
those games.
same girl the next opportunity. Are you
When
now
she
gonna
came back, she
respond to
couldn't get
how
in the
she
house
tell
without changing
you
the lock.
she like it? She telling you she like for you to tell her to sit down. That's her thing.
If
So the
that's
next
her
time
thing,
the
okay,
opportunity
listen,
come up, are you gonna tell her to sit down?
And
Or
to
you gonna
answer
be like,
your
okay, have
question, let me
fun?
tell you like this. Like you said, we have to know our person and agree to this is their language.
Right.
Unfortunately for me, I cannot agree to that because now I feel like I am in control of something. And I don't ever want to feel like I'm controlling a woman. I mean, that shit just sounds weird as fuck. I mean, granted, when we in bed, hey, make sure you leave them legs open because I'm taking care of business. Hey,
That's the dirty talk.
But aside from that, when I'm telling you on your daily rituals what to do, then I feel like it's not a turn on. Because now I'm controlling your every goddamn wheel. That shit's weird.
Leave them legs open.
Yeah, it feel like daddying,
ass up.
daddying her.
Keep it up.
So
Don't
y'all
run
turn
from
into
the
super
deck.
villains in the bedroom.
That shit to me.
Take
I don't
all
hold
of
this
it.
mission shit. I don't give a shit.
Hold the camera.
Control this
This
situation now.
poor woman is being
Your ass
Hold the
belongs
camera,
to me.
woman.
Use both hands.
But wow, you sit here laughing about aggressive. Guys also like girls who like that aggressive stuff. Like
They do.
some
They do.
guys
I'm not knocking
love
that.
it.
I'm
I
not
swear to
knocking
God, if a chick ever tell me to leave my leg open for anything, she get roused
Oh,
in
what
the
are you
face.
doing? Turn it around. What are you talking about, Rob? What are you talking about?
I don't know how we got there. I
I
thought
thought
it
you
was
said
a
some guys like when women take control like that. I'm like, wait, fuck no, the fuck I don't.
Fucking oblivious. That motherfucker, it went over his head. What I'm saying
Maybe
is
I
this.
missed it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I think
I don't know. I got
somebody
scared. I got scared. Okay, I was worried.
This is what I'm saying. Okay. Now, granted, for a guy that's like that, for a guy that wants to control a woman, then all hats off to him. I hope he find a woman that he can control. That's great. I'm not knocking nobody for their own languages, but don't bring it to me and then feel like it's something I should adjust to because then that's when things go bad.
Yeah,
because now I'm in a relationship with somebody I really don't want to be with, but I'm pleasing them in their ways, but they're not understanding my ways on why it's unpleasing to me.
Exactly.
So that's when
Some
shit
guys
gets
are very
rocky.
gentle. Some guys don't want to treat girls like that. Some guys
don't want to treat girls like shit.
Like a feather.
You can open your own door. You got hands, bitch. And then you're like,
Mark, I'm so worried about what's going on in your world. I am so worried.
Hey, ATL is changed you right now.
Excuse me, sir. What is your name? A pimp named Slickback.
Yeah, damn. But that's my whole point. Whatever language y'all have, that is kudos to you. I'm not gonna knock it. Guys, don't bring your language to me if you're not willing to understand my language.
Yeah.
Then we're just fucked. We're on shit creek, goddammit.
Yeah, because y'all got your own language too. Like women, something like setting the mood for guys, because some guys do like to just get straight to it. Baby girl, like you said, I'm 59% there already, and all you said was hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Baby, so I'm good. But some guys like the mood to be said, put a little flowers out and stuff. Like some guys do like that. So you gotta figure out the guy love language. It's really not all about us, guys. Like, and I want women to understand that too. Like, it's not just all about us, because some women actually take pride in actually figuring out and knowing what her man likes too, and what he wants, and what he deserves, and what he feels. Like some girl, it's not just all about us. It's 60-40. It's 60-40 because y'all already 59% there while we at 32. Like, I need a little.
Hey, look, when I say 59%, I'm being real gracious on that. It's usually 100%.
I ain't gonna. I was about to say 99.
Like 100% just for no reason, because you because you're awake. You're at 100% ready.
You not realize this?
Spray on your favorite perfume and not hit.
Listen, this is how we are wired. Okay,
y'all are.
This is how. Think about it. It's called morning wood because we wake up on wood,
and we can have a nightmare. We could dream about 50
and just still wake up horny.
We will wake up with the same.
I could have just
wood.
got shot in my dream and wake up in a cold sweat. But I can guarantee one thing is gonna be ready to go.
You get up and you stretch, you knock everything over on that nightgown, and then it just happens that way. That's just the life we live.
I can't.
Every time.
I don't know.
Sometimes you wanna wake her up with it.
The
Sometimes
most
you just wanna
sexual
walk in
woman
the
I
room
know
and just
still
be
need a little stimulant.
Yes.
Once again,
You'll need it.
it's different.
I mean, that's y'all. Yeah, we don't need that at all.
We
No.
wired differently.
Mm-mm.
Now, here I'm gonna swing.
But
Another
I'm a little different. I gotta actually like your ass though, because I've been in situations where girl throwing the shit at me and I don't like you. I don't even want it, and I told you that. And my shit just be like, nah, we chilling.
Nope.
But if I like you though, all the time when I'm around you, yes.
I have to have an argument.
Yeah.
The way you
That's
breathe.
how it be for girls too.
Back in
Heck
high
yeah.
school and even in college, I'm like, some chicks I didn't really like that, but I'm like, it's still a possibility. I mean, gotta be prepared.
I be having.
But you know, I'm
an
just saying
argument.
that was just back then.
Sometimes me and him don't agree. Like sometimes he be ready, and I be like, "Oh no, nigga."
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is what they say. Sometimes
That
it has
happens
a
to
mind
us
of its own.
I
too.
got to keep arguing with that nigga. No, nigga, you hard for no reason.
There's been plenty of times I'm like,
Mother-
that ain't ever gonna happen. You need to chill. Like,
Yeah.
you never know. Maybe if she
But
sees
no,
the picture,
hell
change her
no.
I
mind.
think
You're not getting that
women
tonight.
are similar. It just takes us longer to get there. So like our lady parts will be craving a dude who we know ain't no good. So your head telling you no, and your coochie saying, "Girl, call him." You know what I'm saying? Like it happens to us too, but we don't just wake up like that. It's usually we get there after a while.
You sure? I think
sure.
Beyonce wrote a song saying she woke up like this. Was that her? She made
She
it.
was not talking about
You're
hard
probably
or
talking about the way
wet.
she looked, y'all.
Okay, I was making sure. I was making
Women need a
sure.
perfect playlist, candy, couple shots.
A couple smiles. Like
We
is
need
that too much to ask
testosterone.
for?
That's all we need. Shit,
LB, that
We need
was
to be breathing.
that was Rick James, by the way. Yes, it was. I just had to go to this comment. It was, bitch.
This nigga said that Rick James.
All right, so listen, to swing the question on the other shit though, right?
Mhm.
Back to the very original topic. When it comes to letting someone know that this is what we want to get down to do, what do y'all have that we could bring to the table to help with this situation?
So you're talking about you are letting a woman know that you're ready.
Yeah. Besides
The fact that
pulling
she
up-
already knows you are.
besides
'cause you're
pulling up one
breathing.
of these things right here.
Ooh.
Do you have a red?
What is that?
That thing is an arousal ball with CBD in it.
Okay.
So you rub it on your clit or the tip of the penis, and it makes you really, really aroused and very sensitive too. So the slightest touch, slightest kiss, have you ready to explode.
Oh,
It works on men and women. It works for both parties.
Now, downside is right. It's called an arousal cream. I don't need that. I will already be there. But
You
either
already
way, the
aroused.
rest of it, you can use it on your partner. Okay, so like I said, I'm ready to go 100% of the time, every time. But sometimes, a little dab would do.
why he sound like he doing a commercial?
He does. I love it. Too. I
Wow.
love it.
I'm ready to go 100% of the time.
No.
All the time.
I'm not only the client, but I'm the president. But I'm just saying, listen, what all would you have to bring to the table to help with starting up? What would be even better would be something you can start off in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually when you think about it, it's a nighttime activity, right? Or it's after everything is wound down, which is never usually first thing in the morning. I want to get some morning action.
Oh.
I mean, for one, you gotta wake up and do what she do and start kissing on that, kiss that forehead, and how you doing, baby?
The
How was your
forehead.
Did you know
Start kissing
they're
that
having
nose,
sex?
and then
With
you
your
kiss
morning
right
brush, start
Then
brushing
you
your
right
teeth.
I'm about to
down
say
his
go
neck
brush
and
your
chest.
teeth first.
Morning sex is better for you than
But see,
night sex.
that's the problem, right? He was like morning breath, right? I'll go brush my teeth. I'm getting ready to go hit it with some sexy shit, and she's like, "God morning."
No,
And
you
I was
don't. See, Ralph, you gotta ignore that shit, Ralph. You're not in it for the morning breath, Ralph.
Got you ate the same shit I did last night. Good God.
I can give you the game, Ralph. Ooh, I can give you the game, Ralph.
Give him the game, Mark.
I mean, you gotta wake up
just
before
saying.
she do. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Because you gotta-
know what I mean? You just put that arm around her
30
waist and you
minutes.
start kissing her up the back of that spine. how was your sleep, baby? And she gonna tell you, she ain't gonna answer the question. She ain't gonna answer. And that's all. Like, if you just wake up, if you just wake up with the
Have you
baseball
ever
bat,
said like that?
Always said.
Actually, yes.
I'm over here like, yeah.
that's how it works. That's how the shit work, bro. Wake up before she do. You're not in it for the breath. You got some stuff you just gotta accept as life. This is just what life does.
I just don't know.
Turn over, baby. Give me that.
But if you got a chance to brush your teeth and she didn't get a chance to brush hers, just stay behind her.
And listen, brush them the
Kiss
night
her back
before.
like he said. Maybe back strokes instead of face action.
Hold her face softly.
Brush your teeth at nighttime and then wake up in the morning time. It's going to be a little bit.
Say?
I'm just telling you how it is. That's my trick. Oh my God, man, the best. And you achieve greatness when you get that first right titty in your mouth. When you get that motherfucker in your mouth, you good. You good to go. You achieve greatness because she's not stopping you. So
Yep, it's right.
Milk off that motherfucker.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And
once you get one of them in your mouth, the rest are.
Yeah,
not one of them, specifically the right titty.
The rest is
After that, the rest will follow suit.
That's what it goes for.
Like,
oh
what is
man,
it
then you
with the
roll over on
right
her
side?
back.
Left titties matter.
I had a flashback. We're not
matter
worried about
too.
that. All right, I'm sorry. I had a flashback. We don't have to talk about that.
Both boobs matter.
I
Period.
was talking about a life experience. But Ralph, it's very easy.
Once again, I hear you, bro. And it could be very easy. There's things that a lot of people, or maybe even I am not reaching when it comes to trying things out or doing things in the morning. But that's why we have these conversations here at the net. You know what I'm saying? We bring this shit to light. We'll let you know what happens. We'll let you know the things you can do. We even got little items that you can purchase from these two wonderful ladies down here.
It definitely makes sense though to switch it up. So like if you guys are always tired at night, then some morning sex is probably a good idea. Some afternoon sex, pull up on her on lunch break, or you know what I'm saying? Like changing things up will be intriguing for us and better chances of you getting some.
Releases endorphins in your body and you will have a better day. And you will
Unfortunately,
burn more calories throughout the whole day.
psychiatric center. I can't go there and just show up on lunch break unless I'm a patient. So I don't think that's gonna work.
No, fuck that. You gotta go in there and show the fuck out, dog. You gotta go in there and show the fuck out. Dog. You gotta go in there with some glasses on and one lens missing.
Okay, little role play. Go ahead.
You gotta go one eyeglass missing, your jacket on and a hoodie on in 90-degree weather. And like it's cold outside. And let her check you in.
Right.
Let her check you in. I need you to read my vitals, but they're down here. I'm just saying, there's plenty of things you can do. You know what I'm saying? To get inside the door. Once you're at the door, you're good to go.
To cover everything, I believe everything is on the language, bro. I think everything is on the language. If you and your spouse don't have proper language, bro, that shit's gonna fail every motherfucking time. If y'all got a connection where the language is always understood, I swear to God, you're gonna strike gold every fucking time. But if you don't have that language down, if you don't learn it, it's gonna be layers like a motherfucker because you didn't want to learn the ingredients in the cake. You just wanted to see what it looked like. And then that's when shit goes south because you're like, I didn't know it was peanuts in this cake. I don't even like peanuts. Now you gotta accept the shit.
Yes. You would have known it was peanuts.
You would have known if you followed the ingredients.
Read the package.
There you go.
Right.
Now you got peanut allergies and you about to die.
Oh my God.
You didn't even know you had a peanut allergy. You
didn't even know.
Oh my
You didn't
God.
even know.
Hey, but even with all that being said, as far as communication, understand that it's never too late. If you're in a relationship and you're lacking something, discover your communication. You know, discover your love language. Make sure that you try to vibe
and listen to one another. That's one of the biggest things too.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't
and not
know.
just listen, but listen to understand.
And not
everything is not. You can't just be in it for the answers for you. There's got to be an answer for both parties involved.
I love that.
That was beautiful. That's what.
You know, I try to do it again. I try to do it again. I'm here all week. But with that being said, we're over an hour. This was fun. This shit was fun. I had a good time with you ladies. Unfortunately, you know what? We got a little bit more time for those that are watching. Ladies, do you have any products that you would like to show that we can show on YouTube and not get fired?
Like,
We have an
not the
event to
XL Double
invite you
Master
to.
3000, okay?
Yes.
Okay, talk to me. You got an event. Can you drop that event in my messenger so I can go ahead and send out the information to all involved?
Yes.
For
We
those
love to
that are
support.
in Michigan, she's having a sexy smoke and stroke event this Friday.
Yep.
Come out. You can make it a ladies' night. You can make it a date night.
Yeah, you can
Right.
make it a
It's gonna
guys'
be,
night as well too. Guys can come
There
on
you
out.
go.
Bring other guys.
It's gonna be lots of ladies there too, so it's
You
a
know?
good idea for the
For
guys to come.
Okay,
Think
I'm gonna
about
show
it,
one of our
fellas. If y'all
main,
single, this might
our
be a
little
spot.
mains right here. This is gonna be one of our main components for a dirty night. Okay, this is some of our BK body chocolate paint. Okay, this is a nice way that you can spice it up at night. You know, you can get all clean and get all dirty. You know what I'm saying?
You say
You warm
chocolate
it
cake?
up, huh?
Did you say chocolate cake?
No, this is chocolate body paint. So and it's
Body.
edible.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can
You
warm
can eat
it
that's
up.
edible.
Yep.
It's edible.
And you, as soon as you, warm it up and stuff, paint it on, make it a sexy, fun night. Draw some art, on her body or on his body, girl. Like, girl, yes.
Is it
Okay.
facts?
Eat it off.
Talk to
There you
me. I
go.
mean, we can warm the jar up, not too hot, and I dip the whole thing in there, candy
Oh
coated.
Yes.
my god.
Stir it up.
Candy coated.
That's all I'm saying.
Thank you guys for having us on here.
Listen,
Yeah.
ladies,
Hey
I
guys,
really
thank you for coming.
really
Amazing.
appreciate y'all coming because I feel like a lot of the things that we talked about, we didn't get a chance to look at the other side, right?
Mhm.
A lot of times we think we know a little bit of everything. I mean, I know I do. It's the name of the podcast, but I also don't know anything at all. You guys help clean up the gray area, right? No, seriously. I mean, when you say you have to have communication, we don't realize how far that goes. We think we know, but hearing it from the opposite sex helps a lot. And I really do appreciate both of you coming on and helping us and the audience out with that. Hopefully we can do this again.
I would love to come back.
I'm not going to say anytime very, very soon because it's going to take a lot of planning and a lot of figuring out with YouTube and the other things. But we're gonna have a virtual toy party with these ladies for all the ones that watch. I will put a 18 and up restriction on it, and I think we'll have a good time. We'll make it a party. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll do like a little night show or something where everybody can be involved and have a good time. But we'll work on that. That'll be coming in the future. With all that being said, I appreciate y'all showing up, joining, kicking it with us. We'll be back next week with a couple of new topics ran by my guy up here, Young Marcos. Stick around, stick with us. We won't let you down. In the meantime, in between time, y'all stay real. Appreciate y'all. Holla back. I think we're about done. Y'all got anything else to say? Oh, you already know, man, boy. You already know. All right. Holla back.